Hey, it's Tony. If you enjoy these shorts, do us a favor, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it.
Initially, there was one little story that I wanted to mention because I've talked like this before. It's long been my contention on this show that oil is too important to burn in individual vehicles running around doing things. We need oil for lots of things. It's an important resource, and it's horrible to get at. It takes work. It's messy. It pollutes to use it, but it's still important. It's still something that we need. Norway, a country that has an enormous amount of oil, billions of barrels of oil, has decided to not drill for more oil.
Wow.
Now, not completely. They are closing down one huge refuge in the Arctic, and they're not gonna drill. It'll be there if they want it. They can go get it, which is the amazingly smart thing about leaving it in the ground. They're gonna keep getting oil from other areas that already exist, but they're not going to expand that. And obviously that is totally pissed off some folks in Norway whose jobs it is to drill for oil. And I understand that, but I'm not super sympathetic to it because in the long run, I think this is the completely right decision.
Like you said, we use oil for a lot of stuff. I mean, people don't even think about all the materials it goes into and fertilizer and drugs, and it's a massive part of our economy.
And plastics to pollute the ocean.
Yeah, I skipped that one kind of on purpose, but thank you for.
If we can't make plastic.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me down, Paul.
Plastic has many important applications. The disposable cup that goes into the ocean is not one of them.
The whales eat and die.
Yeah. Just keep going. So hasn't Norway done this in the past? Like, wasn't that the beauty of it being government property and them not being for profit? Is that a couple times they've not put out the max output to the same arguments every time. Like, oh, well, it's our job to find the oil. Why don't we burn it all while the Saudis do? And it's worked out well for them so far. So if this is the same sort of decision making, I say it's worked in the past. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. They have done this in the past, and to the exact same responses, and they just keep doing it because, well, they can.
Yeah.
I just heard one of our officials bragging about how much oil and natural gas we were extracting from the ground here on the ride up. They had a news flash, and I was like, "Oh, great!"
Yeah, that's not something you brag about. You know how much we're polluting?
You brag about the most incredible things.
There a few months back. Well, it was actually last year. I was up visiting our friend Chelsea Sexton up in LA, and we went to a beach that I like, Dockweiler Beach. Tony's been there with me. Mm-hmm. It's right at the end of the runways on LAX, but it also is near something else, which is one of the oil fueling stations that come out from the refineries and goes to the ship, and this pipeline goes under there. So anyway, you're like, where is he going with this? Chelsea and I were walking around on the beach, having a nice day, just chatting, enjoying the beach. And when we got done,
crude,
there was oil tar balls stuck to our feet in the sand. They wash up from the fueling thing. And this is one fueling station. This isn't, you know what I mean? So you really have to look at the impact this stuff has on us. It's not just the burning, it's the horrible chemicals that we're pumping into the ground to extract more oil. It's what we do to the water table. It's all of that. We need to use it wisely.
And if using if using oil to make plastics is the lead argument, then we can make bioplastics. We can use sugarcane. We can use bamboo. We can use so many other products to create some of the things that we've come to rely on. We don't necessarily 100% need petroleum for those products.
We could recycle what we've got.
That's a great point.
There's so many things. Yeah, I still am predicting. I'm going to predict it until it comes true, and then I'll be able to say that I was a soothsayer. one of these years we will start mining the landfills.
Not landmines. Yeah.
The landmines,
landfills.
not the landmines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's,
would be very
In
good.
the 50s,
Yeah.
they threw away all kinds of stuff that we would not be putting in landfills today.
oh yeah, and I'm just saying, there's so much aluminum and copper, heavy elements, so many things that are going to be so much more valuable in the future are buried underground in landfills. We will start mining those as a society. Just wait, it's going to happen.
We could have a solar-powered skimmer in the ocean to get some of that plastic back too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. At some point, that will be a potentially profitable enterprise, at which point then we'll actually take throwing all of our trash into the ocean seriously.